And we're live. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiskey Charlie, the War Game Chat, our monthly show on YouTube. I'm your host from Moe's Game Table, and joining me tonight are my co-hosts, everybody's favorite Gimp with the Limp, the Gimpy Gamer, Nate Rogers. How's it going, Nate?
Another glorious day. Have a Merry Christmas to all you guys. Hope everyone's having good holidays.
There you go. And the wargaming wizard from Oz, the notoriously laggy Kev Sharp. How's it going?
In the back, Kev Sharp.
Smoke signals. It's like, wow,
hey everybody,
weird start.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm here, I think, for now. Who knows how long we'll be here for. Stupid web.
Yeah, it was just crazy that like a hit with like lag right at the very beginning there. But
yeah.
I don't know why, but we got it. So we got through it though, and now we're live. So Merry Christmas to everybody and a happy holiday season to everyone who's joining us tonight. We got Christmas and the New Year's right after. So just a few days before Christmas, I hope everybody's got all of their letters into Santa Claus and their lists in for what war games they want from Santa Grog.
Santa Grog.
I've never gotten a war game for Christmas.
Really?
Me never. Yeah, unless I bought it myself and said, "Hey, give this to me."
Yeah, it's pretty much That's what
she doesn't know what to get me unless I specifically tell her this game. Then she has no friggin' clue. So I usually just make a wish list on Amazon, like just order from there.
I did ask for one because I never ask for anything for Christmas, but I did ask for one thing. It wasn't War Game. And when I told my wife, she was like, thank you. Like she was excited that I told her what I wanted. And it's a simple thing, but I wanted to get Geddy Lee's new book, My Effing Life. So I was like, I got to get the memoir Geddy Lee. So that will be, I'll be waiting for me on Christmas.
It's cool.
What is this up with? You want equal time for the Grinch, Stigler? The Grinchy Grog.
The Grinch, that'd be like Kevin.
Pretty much.
I think he would be called the gatekeeper, the Grinch.
Yeah, the gatekeeping Grinch. You don't belong here.
Doesn't guess. Not when it comes to Christmas gifts, unless I tell her exactly. She doesn't know. She has this idea like she can find something meaningful and sentimental, and it'll mean so much to me that I'll just tear up and just give her the biggest old hug. And I'm like, no, I'm just not going to do that. It's not who I am. I do give it to her though. Like my office is full of all this cool, like moto stuff, best dad ever bullet cup thing. She got me. Oh, this one's great. The Love You Dad little flowers made out of spent 22 shells.
Nice.
I think.
Well, there's a theme there, which is cool. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she knows I like guns, so that fits. She's in the ballpark, but I'm like, I don't decorate. That's not what guys do. I want things to play with.
Boy.
My wife keeps buying me Christmas coffee cups with pictures of the kids that were used in the Christmas card. Mm-hmm. So I've got like 20 coffee mugs. I was like, where do you think I'm ever going to use all of these? Number one, and number two, where the hell am I going to keep them? Right. So they're all in storage.
Here we go. We start off with one of the sticklers. The old BS saw the best of your abilities, not as well as two players could each play one side. Okay. Do you realize what you just said there? To best of your ability is not the same as well as two players could each play one side. So are they going to play each other or are they going to play the one side together? But I think you can play.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. He did kind of,
yeah, that's a thing.
Each side, not one side.
Yes, I know. But I'm a firm believer. I know this is one of those sticky things for a lot of people. There are some people that I know Stigler is really big on, face-to-face opponents or whether it's on Vassal or in person.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are like that. And I think that really comes down to that's a gamer perspective, not a war gamer perspective, because war gamers are used to playing solitaire. And I think it's one of those things that every war gamer has to kind of overcome is the sense of, well, I'm not going to be competition of myself. This is going to be boring. I'm going to know what move I'm going to make. Until you just divorce yourself in your mind from the whole thing of I need to win. It's like, well, yeah, you need to win two different ways. So when you get into that, then you get into the narrative, and that's when the fun really begins, I think, when you're playing 2-player solitaire.
Right. And they're two different experiences. There's no doubt. I mean, solo versus opposed. I'm playing a scenario right now from the last, what's it called? The Last Stand or something like that, the MMP game about Moscow, and I get it. Very different experience playing my opponent than when I played it opposed. So I certainly appreciate it, but I don't think that dismisses someone's thoughts or opinions about a game, whether they like it or don't like it because they played it solo, you know?
Yes. You said it again, Stigler. 2 players each playing one side. It still kind of reads the wrong way. You're playing different sides
against the one side, comma, against the other.
Yes.
Period.
It's kind of rule booking it, right? You know, when the designer writes a rule book badly and they write something that we've read one of multiple different ways.
Yes. I mean, it's one of those things, you know, we have to call for errata. We need a clarification here, Stigler. You need to get it correct here. So that way there's no ambiguity. Look who's here. Bob Finn of Pre-Christmas Tacos. Very good. That'll be tasty.
What is he doing?
I have no idea. He keeps disappearing. He's phasing in and out.
It's invisible, thing, so it doesn't alert during the show. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
It's invisible, man.
So Stigler says, when I play opposed, I don't need to win. I'm happy if both players enjoy the experience and each learn something. Now, is that each learn something on the same side, or they playing against each other, Stigler? Sorry, dude. I'm just going to keep busting your chops on that. And he's probably like throwing things at the screen right now.
And each side's going to try to win, right? You can say,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
You know,
what are you doing?
You can shock yourself. I've done it myself.
Yeah.
Forgot my flanks.
When I have an opponent that I've played with on a regular basis, we get competitive. We like to see who is going to win. We'll even swap sides and see if you can win against them. You know, playing the side they lost on and stuff like that. It's it's fun.
True.
Does he make cooperative? Yeah.
2 players each one side equals opposed. 1 player per side. Even a rules lawyer can't make any other case. Come on, work with me.
Yeah, but playing by yourself, you have the option to kind of play at your own pace.
Yes.
Kind of sit back, try some different things. Maybe you go, you know, I don't like how that turned out. I want to see how it worked out if I would have done it this way. You know, you can't do that if you're playing with someone else. You know, the game becomes more of a puzzle at that point. You're kind of working your way through, you know, if it's a good game.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that what you just hit on that right there is one of the things that does bug me about some games. They become puzzles. And if I want to play a puzzle, I'll play something else. I don't want to play a war game for a puzzle. I want to play a war game for the tactical and operational problem, not the, you know, the
which was, for instance, I think it was John Hill. I might be misnaming the designer, the SBI designer. I think it was. Well, he did some for SBI, but a lot of his games were puzzles. And once you worked out the puzzle, you're like, yeah, okay. You put it aside, you're done, because that's exactly how the game works. And you solve the puzzle, and there's no other solution.
Yeah,
kind of annoying. It kind of annoyed me because it could have killed replay value, but then by the same token, it forced you to go out and play the next game, right? So
yeah, and that's where, you know, I know this may sound like sacrilege to some, but that's where games like Russian Campaign and all these ones that are overanalyzed and played in tournaments become like chess, because it's like, well, here's your opener, here's what you got to do, and if he does that, do this, and it's like that's more of a puzzle than an actual experience.
Yeah.
And that's why I like things that are a little more fluid, you know, when they can add more fluidity to war games that you have to adapt to.
Bitter Woods is notorious for that in the competition games, right? There's a set piece opening for the allies, and you can't No, sorry, not for the Allies. For the Germans, you can't do anything else. You kind of literally have to make these moves.
Yeah. And that to me personally, I think that it's a combination design flaw and also just, for lack of a better term, historical flaw. Because if you're in a situation like the Bulge, you're in a very limited and confined area. This is pretty much the only thing that the Germans could do. This is pretty much the only thing the Allies can do. So they has to follow suit. At that point, it's like, well, with the hindsight of history, we can say, well, this should have happened, so I'm going to do this and I'm going to win the game. And that's where it kind of, I don't know, it kind of takes me out of it, me personally.
I'm actually playing the Death Rider Ross right now, and I like it because there's so many different ways you can open up, and the way that you can choose what units are going to start that battle. If you choose to go ahistorical, not go with the historical lineup of the units. But then you've got the issue of, well, do I want to push through quickly with the tanks? But then I'm going to be running into the German AT, the German 88s, that are already in position to fire and already have fields of fire. Not to mention, I don't know when the 25th Panzer Regiment's going to be coming in from the side. So now I've got to, allocate for that. So there's multiple different openings just for the British. But it's the same thing for the Germans because they have some options, fewer, but they have some options for what units they're going to have starting on the board and what order they're going to be coming on. And it's not something like you were talking about earlier where you could, well, if they do this, then, that's their opening move, blah, blah, blah. Like there's no way to plan around that. You can only react to kind of how the battlefield lays out. That's more what I was thinking of with a puzzle element. There's multiple moving parts on the board, and you have to think your way through it.
You're really talking about solving the individual puzzles that might be presented that the mechanics give you the opportunity to explore, right?
Yeah.
And you get a lot of little ones of those popping up. Like, okay, well, in this small field of fire, they've got AT guns. So maybe I need to bring some mechanized and some infantry in that direction instead. Or maybe I flank around, or maybe I suppress them with an artillery barrage and then move in. Those type of options.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's true. And then the other thing too with that is, again, going back to the whole puzzle thing, if you know the moves, what's the point? It's like, well, really to maximize this move, I need to do this, and to counter that, I need to do that. It's all basically just moving pieces in a math exercise rather than anything new being thrown at you. And after a while, you can sit there and speed play a game. You can say, I'm going to play it against 3 people. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'll do this, because you know what the moves are. Just like chess, for a guy who knows how to play chess real good, that's the same type of thing. But when you have those individual puzzles that are going to be variable every time and the outcomes are not guaranteed, which is where, I'll go back to Boog River, which we played. That was one of the coolest part of that is the variable combat chits, because you don't know the combat strength is going to be. You can't math it. And that's great.
Yep. Which one of the reasons why I like OCS so much is that it's got that surprise factor and all the rest of it, that sort of foobar, all this min-maxing stuff, which is just kind of tedious. I'm not a big fan of playing folks that way.
Yeah, which is why I think the whole idea behind Black Horse is really cool with the snafu table, which we have all seen now the past week. Well, except for Nate, because he's slacking.
Yeah, I've got a copy coming. It just isn't here yet. So I will be trying. Is Black Horse, Black River? What's it called again?
Black Horse.
Black Horse. Yes, I will be trying Black Horse here very soon, but I do not have it in front of me, so I can't comment on it just yet. You two are going to be.
It's Army guys. It's Army guys. You wouldn't care. It's not Marines.
It's just armies. It's Army guys.
Just all those cool air cav dudes doing air cavvy things with helos and Bradleys.
It's Third World War, right?
Yes, with the cav.
Yeah, then it's all fictional anyway.
Yeah, but it's interesting. The premise of it's interesting. The mechanics are not mechanics, but the whole snafu table I think is pretty cool. The whole idea of
command control thing.
Yeah, the whole command control, like it's condensing the C3 series from Thin Red Line games into a lighter version, much lighter. And it's basically how much do you want to push things, and it's almost like a push your luck element to it. Like if you keep pushing your guys, more and more chances for bad things happening to your units are going to happen. Breakdowns, whatever, counter battery attacks, airstrikes, things like that,
Yep.
which is kind of neat. At the same time, it's like, okay, there needs to be a payoff too, I think, somehow, which is where I've already was thinking of, okay, well, if you rest your guys for 2 consecutive turns, maybe instead of getting just like 3, 4, or 5, whatever your command rating is, you get that back. Maybe you get an extra 2 for resting them for 2 consecutive turns, 6 hours of downtime. You put them in the rear for 6 hours and you get an extra 2 on top of whatever you get, something like that, which also gives an incentive for the attacker then to press the attack, to not give you the time to rest and have fresh formations for your side. And it's kind of like it's given both sides an incentive, in a way.
Yep.
But I like the whole thing for the Soviets is just attack. That was what their whole thing was anyway.
So you like it so far then?
I haven't fully played the game. I've just poked around at it while I was trying to decipher rules that I had issues with. But I did post up a player aid, which is really more than just a player aid. It's actually kind of a rules reference player aid that goes through all the steps condensed. That way you can go through it.
Yeah, there's some wordy extra bits that don't need to be there in the rules, and then there's some rules that are probably not well worded. I think I'm only 1 turn. I'm about to pass for both sides, so I almost finished 1 turn, which is does a dozen or activations or more or thereabouts. So, here's a good question.
Yes, Nordic Maelstrom with a great question here. Since it's Christmas time, he has a question for everybody. If you could get 1 game for Christmas, no matter what the cost, what would it be?
Dice Blue. Kidding.
That is a good question. I do have a Grail one that I've tried to get a couple of different times over the years that I've just never been able to get a hold of. And one time I really did try to bid for it on eBay and I didn't get it. And that was the old SPI's War in Europe. So covering the whole East and Western Front. And I was never able to get that, but now that probably wouldn't be there because I'm willing to bet there's better games, more modern games that probably do a better job.
Yeah, it really, I played that 2 or 3 times with a crew of guys, both incorrectly and correctly. So it was fun to play because of the people I was playing with, but I really didn't enjoy it very much. It was kind of tedious.
I know which one, and this would be a definite. The help me with the name, the specific name, the something
Zombicide.
Fleet Admiral Pacific War in the Pacific. No, the one that's got like 10,000 counters. I think it was Decision Games.
Oh, War in the Pacific.
War in the Pacific? Yeah, I think that's it. War in the Pacific.
Why would you get that? It's basically unplayable.
That's why.
It's like having campaign for North Africa.
Right.
You're not going to play through the whole campaign. I know I wouldn't get through the whole
You won't even set it up.
But I would want to try, right? It's kind of like riding a fat chick. You just want to try it one time.
I'm just gonna believe you didn't just say that.
Oh boy. Can't take him anywhere.
Oh my God. Stop, dude.
But
You're almost
yes,
as bad
War
as
in the
that Fred
Pacific
guy.
would be mine. I would want to try to set it up to see
There we go.
if I could do it, if I could pull it off. And I think I could at least
What's
start.
your name? What's your name? Fred? Is your name Fred?
That was not as bad as what Fred said. Not even close. Not even in the ballpark. Mine was funny.
It was funny actually. But not that I'm laughing at that. I'm laughing at you. Okay. But War in the Pacific. So I did play the first full turn of the midway. I think it's only a 1-turn scenario. I played like 1 turn
Of the PC version, or you actually set up the table?
The DC. No, I played it on Maxim. I've still got it here on Punch with the expansion and all that. I played it, and I was looking at the combat results, and then I tried it. I did all the attacks again, just left everything the same. Did all the attacks again, looked at the combat results, and then I looked at what happened at midway, and it's like, wow, this is not even close. And that I ended up going and looking up every single air, naval combat sortie that I could find, and looking at all the loss ratios and hits and what aircraft got knocked down and all the rest of it. And I was like, I don't think there's just not enough data for us to build like a CRT that captures what like technically should happen versus the all the luck that went into, or the chance that went into so many things that happened at Midway or Pearl Harbor, or any of those conflicts, Philippine Seas and all the rest of it. Like all of those conflicts had some unique one-off things that you would have to play the game on rails to do it. So that's when I stopped. I was like, you know what, that, and based on all the supply and all the command rules, it looked like then hundreds of pages of charts, right? Of logs that you need to keep, literally. Oof. So I was like,
there's a point of diminishing returns where you're like, okay, this is the whole idea of it is really engaging when you're thinking about it, when you're doing the mental exercise. Oh, it'd be cool to do this, be cool to that.
Right.
Man, you're about 2 hours into the 12 or 14 hour setup. You're like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, it might be cool to like say because it has all the maps, like all the little maps. There's all these little maps for each individual island that they could have potentially landed on, all this stuff. So it'd be cool to get like Tarawa or whatever and just see how the system handles that, and just if you know what forces were there, then set that up. That might be kind of cool. But I don't know about, I've read, like I read the rules and then read there's a new rule book that's there's a whole PC, there's a whole web page with a forum with guys who are trying to tweak the rules to make the game work. They've made thousands of edits to the rules, like literally. Yeah. I mean, it's insane. So, but yeah, look, I'll sell you mine for $400.
We've got the advantage now, though, that we can play that digitally, right? Because I've got the digital version of the game, and that takes care of so much of the bookkeeping.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. Yeah,
the 12-hour setup is gone at the push of a button.
Yeah, well, it's like War in the East, right? It's like that War in the East game that's popular, everyone plays. So you can get down there and move each individual squad or whatever.
I want to see Streets of Stalingrad at the squad level.
Well, that would be that. Isn't there a ASL module for that or something?
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
There's an ASL module.
Red Factories or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But games, I don't know what I would buy. If money was no limit and interest, depending on what his Nordic's interest was, I don't know.
That's tough. I mean, there's
World in Flames, the deluxe edition, because that's like $500 retail.
Who
is it? Really? War of Flames?
Really?
World in Flames. Wow. Yeah, it's like $400 or $500.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, whatever the most modern version of it is now. But yeah, it's retailing for that. Lord knows what the secondary cost would be on it, and that's just the core game. I don't know how many expansions that includes with whatever version they're on now.
All right.
Red I don't know that one.
I think everybody's going to say Case Blue just for the simple fact that it's the reflex answer. Right. And most of the time the reflex answer is because I want it because everybody wants it. And then when you get it, you're like, I'm going to flip it for $600 on the consignment marketplace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a copy of that. Would you really open it though? Because
probably not.
No one's going to open it.
Dude, I
Yeah.
did. I punched it, clipped it, and that was back when I just started clipping. I've got some hacked counters in there. I pity the fool that buys that thing from me.
You got Case Blue?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, OG, yeah. Yeah. I played it, dude.
You know,
It's
Mo,
awesome.
with everything that he's got in his collection, we could kill him off and just split.
Wow, dude.
If you
Well,
try.
Mysterious circumstances.
Yeah.
So I would say for me, both of them are available. That they're out of print, but they're available. Sometimes can go for ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
But the Battle Hymn and Leatherneck, that
that.
combination, like to have that.
Yeah.
Still shrink wrapped.
You still have it in shrink wrap, and you haven't played it yet.
No, the Battle Hymn is open. The expansion Leatherneck is shrink wrapped.
You know, why is that not played?
Because I got it shrink wrapped, and every time I've thought about opening it, I'm like, I feel like I'm.
Get the games to play them, dude.
I
Keep
know.
them in good shape, but you get them to play them.
Oh,
I do that. I keep my games in
Battle
great
Hymn
shape so I can sell them if I want to.
I mean, it's both of them are pristine copies. I got it back in the day just because when I first got in the hobby, I heard so much about Ambush and Battle Hymn, you know, as the classic to get games. And I stumbled across it for a good price on eBay.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm saving mine for when I can actually have more games set up and they can sit to one side and I can enjoy them. And I want to write about them. I want to write the story that comes out. I want to turn it into a story. So I'm kind of waiting on that because I've got all those as well. I'm excited about those.
Well, the other one that I want to get, although it's still a little overpriced, I think, is Hofgap, because I want to finish out the Central Front series. So I have all of the games. And then the other one, aside from that, which is not really super, you know, it can go up a little bit, is an old classic, Operation Typhoon. I've never had a copy. I always wanted a copy. So I think it'd be kind of cool to have that.
That was part of the, what was it?
Come
That
on, Soul
Harpoon series?
No.
No, I'm thinking of a different game. Yeah.
Well, so how much would you pay for Hofgap? I've got 2 copies.
$10.
You're sold, not
Sold.
Kev, where the hell did you get all of this?
Well, back
You
then it
have
was
like
super
every
expensive.
grail.
I mean, it's still not super expensive, but it's way more than it should be.
When you were really, really little in your diapers? I've only been back in the hobby 11 or 12 years, dude, 13 years. So
I think it's pretty much the same.
Pick things up as I go. And sometimes people offer me things, you know, just because I'm a YouTube personality now. And people go, I think Kev could. Maybe he'll play this one day. And I say, sure, I will. And then I get it. And it goes on the shelf with everything else. It'll get played eventually. I've played Hofgap. I put them all together. I played them all together. It was fun.
Yeah, Leatherneck, I got at a good
Yes,
price.
sir.
I think I ended up paying like $60 for that expansion.
That's
Which one, for Leatherneck?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good
The
deal.
guy was selling off his collection, I think, and just didn't care. And I guess others missed it, and I just picked it up.
Well, it's like the day that I was at work and at Facebook, I got a message at Facebook. There was a new thing on the Constant Marketplace. So I was like, oh, let's go see what it is. Somebody put up the top of the box was slightly dished, but it was unpunched copy of Where There Is Discord for 125, which was the going rate. So I was like, I mean, that's what it went for.
Yeah.
So I was like, sold. And that guy goes, wow. He messaged me, goes, wow, that lasted 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's all timing. And it really is.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a lot of stuff.
That one a couple of times. The cheapest I think I've seen it go for recently is like $250.
Wow.
Which one? Discord?
Where There's Discord.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't know, and I don't want to be the killjoy about that game, but the board is so
Very
big,
procedural.
it's very procedural. There's a lot of die rolling. I didn't get, and I was looking for the story to come out because I was super keen on the Falklands big picture thing, and I was just kind of underwhelmed. Oh, it wasn't bad, but I just was I'm glad I didn't pay $250 or $300 for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things where, because it gets more mystique behind it because it's out of print and no one can get it.
Right. Yeah.
So hopefully at some point in the future, someone will pick up the design and maybe tweak it a little more, work on it a little more, expand it, make it a little bit better, or just at least reprint it, if nothing else.
Yeah, the dude
Who
just,
published
I think, well, just some random dude in England. He made 2 games, and he did 2 editions of that, and it was a reprinted as is, no fixes, I think, and because there was some issues with stuff, and then I think he said bygones, adios, right?
Yeah.
And the other one is a really odd. The other game he did was super odd. It was like being one of those UK militia soldiers when the invasion of England was about to happen. In like 1941 or 1942 or whenever they thought that Operation Sea Lion was going to happen. And so I think it's called like The Postman or some I can't remember the name of it. But what?
Starring Kevin Costner.
Yeah, some sort of odd game about spies and the invasion and preventing things from happening. I never bought it or played it, but it looked more like a Euro than an actual like a war game. You weren't running around shooting people or doing stuff. You were trying to solve problems, I think.
Well, let's see if anybody's seeing that we're speaking of England. Let's see if anybody can think of a recent game that came out, not you guys in the audience, a recent game that came out that has to do with that area of the world in the UK. It is a magazine game. See if anybody can think of that has come out. And you guys can't say anything. So this is only for the chat.
Red Strike.
Let's see. Red Storm Rising.
No, I'm just looking at Red Strike there behind Kevin.
Oh yeah, the big monster.
Yeah. That
The folio
like
game that
orange
Eves did.
box, man.
So Norman Conquest is not the right answer.
So what's the purpose of this? You're just
Well,
you
if
think
anybody
of a
can guess it,
magazine
if
game?
anybody can guess it, they can get a copy of it.
you're doing giveaway.
I'm doing a giveaway. I got a gift to give. Now let's see if anybody puts out. They're just going to start tossing out questions or answers right now.
What was the question again? Repeat it.
There was you were talking about England, and so I said, okay, I've got a game here, a magazine game even that is that has to do with that area of the world. See if any, and it's a recent one.
A recent one.
Yes, recent. Not Sea Lion.
Get your hashtag town hall in now.
Town Hall. JBX has it correct. Wolftone Rebellion. So send me an email with your mailing information and I will send this to you for Christmas. Get a copy of Wolftone Rebellion. It won't show. Here we go. From Paper Wars Magazine and Compass Games. So send me your email. You'll see my email up on the website, or not on the website, but on the YouTube channel. And I will send you that copy. And no, there is no town hall.
How many do you have to give away this evening?
How many do I have? Is this a competition? We're going to try
No,
to
I'm
see.
just curious.
Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 total. One's down.
I've only got 4. What do you got?
Yeah, I've got 17. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. I have 4. And
He's got a lot of Grail games back there. Case Blue.
Yeah, I'm just giving away case, but no, I have 4, and then I also have, and I don't know what the level of interest would be in these, but I have 3 brand new books that was sent to me. Actually, were given to me for my birthday from a friend of mine, and he knows I'm into military history, but this is not military history I'm specifically interested in. So I'm eager to share the love and get these around. There's a Max Hastings title. There's the Mighty Eighth, the Air War in Europe. And there's also the Ghost Soldiers, the epic story of World War II's most dramatic mission, whatever that is. And Max Hastings' book is about the bombers, the
Nice.
dam busters. So I'm happy to do those if there's enough interest. If not, then we'll just I'll take them down to the secondhand shop and donate them somewhere or something.
Yeah. How did you want to do the giveaways?
any way you want to.
Anyway,
You
Well,
can just hand them out, or you can
Yeah.
a question.
Well,
or-
you know what?
I just wanted to throw everybody off and just do one without any warning.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you know what? We'll wait. Let's see. Let's keep talking because I've got one that'll be right in our timeline. It's right in our Christmas timeline. So maybe that. Well, there we go. Goes now. And now they're telling me that's a fantastic book. There we go.
So,
Cool.
and who was giving away a copy of Red Strike? Did I hear? Oh, that was going to be you, Gimpy. You were going to get somebody a copy of Red Strike. You said?
no, I never said that.
I just put you on the
If he
hook
doesn't
for it.
even have a copy of Red
Everyone's
Strike.
like, holy crap! Everyone's ears perk up. Oh, Red Strike.
I haven't seen many videos up on it yet.
Well, it is kind of a not small game. There's a lot of people talking about it, though. You know, it definitely is a lot of talk.
I saw a couple of ARs on Wargame Geek.
Mhm.
Can't comment on them because I'm still banned from commenting. So,
You're a
still
bad
banned?
person.
yeah, I think it's like day 60. So
I
Are
thought
you-
got banned
Are
for
you
like-
seriously banned on BGG?
mhm. They'll accept all my video content and stuff like that. You know, give me my little geek gold, but they won't let me comment on it.
What'd you say to get banned?
It doesn't take much.
Doesn't take much. I was supporting Herman when they were chastising
Oh.
him for being a Southern sympathizer.
Slaver.
You know,
Yeah,
That's right, a
I remember
slaver.
you were talking about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And then-
if you're
and
going to
then-
get triggered by that, then don't
Yeah.
play
Yeah,
historical
and
war
then
games.
Fred Serval brought it up again, and I said something like, you know, what do you? He was trying. Oh, can we all just have a civil conversation? I think I said, oh, well, what do you need, a hug or something? And that was it. That was it. I got banned.
All right.
Doesn't
well,
take much.
I will go ahead and do.
That's a small postcard game. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Small postcard game.
Oh my God, John Longshore just
Oh, John
dropped
Longshore.
$20. I am
John,
doing
that
it.
is awesome. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate it. And always love your support.
You just quintuple the revenue for the year for the channel.
Yes, we're all like rolling in dough now.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
How much does a subscription for StreamYard cost again?
It's free, dude. Or you can pay
No,
Well,
$200
it's
a
free,
year.
or you pay. There's different tiers. You could pay $10 or $20 or $40 a month, depending on
Yeah, I think it's
what you want.
140 annually or 200 and something annually.
See, I
Mhm.
always figured Mo was paying for the StreamYard, so that's why I was like, never
am.
said anything about the donations. I was like, yeah, he just needs to keep it. It covers the StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't. I pay for that.
That's why I
same.
never said anything like, hey, I'm
Same here.
You were going to
very
say
looking at
something.
Mo. But let's see who's been paying attention. What Mike Lambo game did I cover this year? If you can guess that one in the comments, he's the one that does the book games. All right. Book, Hex Encounter, Mike Lambo games. You can get them on Amazon. They're really good. If you can figure out which one that I covered, I've got a copy of that going out. So throw it in
Ooh.
the comments.
John's buying his way onto Santa's list. That's hilarious. Hey, and I want to just give a quick shout out to John, because John sent me, rather than sending me games, sent me a fabulous box of books, none of which will be given away because they're all awesome. Thank you, John. Much appreciated. He's very generous supporter of all of our channels.
Jay,
Absolutely.
email me the link, my emails and all my video descriptions. Email me. I'll send it on to you. I'm going to leave in, I made counters for it. I'm going to leave those in just in case you want them for it, but I will send that to you as soon as I can. All right, buddy?
And then stacking limits a little behind there. He also guessed it, but he guessed it a few seconds behind. Nordic. Cold War Gone Hot's out of your interest? Are you crazy? I love Cold War Gone Hot and Modern. So
Yeah, good times. Well, so let's see. I how can we frame this? during World War II, what was the coldest battle that the Americans fought in?
Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
I think I know this one, but
It's hard to keep up with who is and who isn't because I got these two guys here with me all the time. So
I have a game set in the period.
That's what it's going to be.
Bastogne is warm. Oh, Attu is probably more accurate, but it's not Attu. So it's a Battle of the Bulge. Boom! Stop right there. There we go. Stacking limit. All right.
Wait. Bastogne is Battle of the Bulge.
ooh,
No, but like
he was looking for the battle.
comprehensive. I was looking at the Battle of the Bulge. So this will be headed your way. Send me an email, bigboardgaming@gmail, and that's yours.
Nice.
Damn, he's going big. Enemy action.
Going big. Well, going big board. Woo-hoo. Whatever. It's even got a
He
GT
went big.
train.
He just made us look like idiots.
Oh, no, it's okay. That's probably the best thing I've got for you. All the rest is fabulous. All the rest is fabulous. But
Yeah, you're supposed to end on the big one, not start with the big
No,
one.
well, that's why I just changed it up a little bit, just to be different. Because everyone tunes in at the end, all little greedy little fuckers turn up and like, let's get a free something. I didn't watch the show. By the way, if you want to come and get Case Blue, you're gonna have to get past all these little 2-inch.
That's tiny.
Midget shotguns. It'll put a hole in you.
I got that. That's buckshot, buddy. I got 20 of those in the
Uh-oh. We were asking for a meteorological ruling here.
Yeah, I say on the European continent. Yeah, that's what I thought I did.
I got a stack for you, bud.
Historical revision. I got those too, but I got slugs.
Do you do cut shells?
Gut shells?
Cut shells. Do you cut them?
No.
Yeah, cut them, man. Turns them into poor man's slugs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can. Come on, Sean.
No, can't see.
Oh,
nope.
All I can see is I can see a fireplace.
why is it? There it is.
There. Okay. What did you do to it?
You cut the shell.
Oh, just down there, really?
Yeah, almost all the way around, and it'll cause that front bit of pellet instead of shattering off. It all stays clumped up together. So this whole front piece stays as like one piece together. So you don't pepper the target, you hit them with a slug.
Wow.
It's cheaper than buying a whole bunch of slugs.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, now we have requests on gifts. Ed saying, does anybody have C3I-18 with Tonhoa Bridge expansion to give away?
What is what is that? Is that for some air game or something?
It just so happens.
That's it just so happens I don't have that.
No,
I don't know what that's from.
Don't know. No.
All right, Mo, it's your turn.
Oh, we're going to continue the giveaways. Okay.
Well, I mean, let's. I was enjoying a conversation about games.
I've got a book here too.
We don't have like all night, and each of us
has. This is a book game. This is a book game, and we'll see if anybody can. How could I? Okay, being it we're talking about Red Strike and how Cold War Gone Hot is very close to my heart here for this. What book game / exercise book would you think I hold in my hand right now?
Richard Simmons.
That's your books. I told you I'm not taking them. You keep them. That's close, but this is actually a book game. It has a game in it, more like exercises.
The oldies.
And this is a well-known book.
I know what it is.
It's a book game?
It is a book that has a game in it. It's not necessarily a book.
So it's
game.
like a C3I or Paper Wars.
Neil, ding, 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 armor attacks.
Yeah, perfect. Yep. I have the infantry one of those.
I have that one too, and I just got the new version of armor attacks. So I wanted to give this one away. So Neil, make sure you email me and I will get that out to you.
Jolly good. Merry Christmas, mofos. Well, what else would be an awesome title to purchase that's playable, right? Not like War in the Pacific, or something like that. But what's another game that actually I have the SPI version of War in the Pacific too. Now that I look at it. But what would be a good title? A good game that's playable and accessible and all the rest of it, that would be hot to get for you guys.
Hot to get or hard to get?
Hot, H-O-T. That would be fun. That you're excited about getting. Like, it could be a new game, or it could be one you already own. But like, what do you think that's cool that these guys might want to do? That Nordic was saying he was interested in.
John, Panzer Fitness.
That's a fitness.
I don't know what guys. Come on, let's hear from the peanut gallery. What do you think?
Axis Empires, someone wrote down here.
Yeah, Axis Empires. That was from
like
Brian.
The Great Battles of History series.
All Blau from Compass.
Oh, yeah, that's a good game. Most Faithful Sacrifice. Yeah, another good title. Yeah, that's hard to get now.
Yeah, I'm left fielding it here, but when the hell is GMT going to come out with the sequel to Thunder in the East? Right?
When is Thunder in the East going to be finished?
Yeah.
I mean,
they're redoing Thunder in the East, right?
No, don't redo Thunder in the East. That was good. That's a really good game.
They're redoing it because it's broken.
It is not broken.
Just saying, they're redoing
not perfect, but it's not broken. I thought it was a very.
Got another hint?
Thunderbolt.
Oh.
The only Thunderbolt I can think of is DBG's Thunderbolt.
No, he's talking about the Ancient World series from Richard Berg, that the new Second Punic War version. So there was Carthage and Rise of the Roman Republic, and they're redoing those two games, repackaging them, and then printing them with Thunderbolt, which is the Second Punic War, because Carthage was the first Punic War.
What, GMT's doing that?
Yeah, GMT's doing that. It's Berg's last time. Alan Ray is doing all the design development for it.
That is a good call there, John. The fate of all. I'm hoping they do right by that, because it's looking really good.
Oh, so yes. Yes, it is looking really, really good. I had opportunity to have a little sneak peek at some stuff. So I'm very excited about it. Yeah.
Is it the same guys working on it, or is it just Fabrizio?
It's Fabrizio and
Mark. Begins with an M.
I don't know who the other guys.
Mo, what's the gray-haired fella's name? Tony. That's it.
It starts with an M. Tony.
I don't know if it's Tony.
It's guys like you that give Marines a bad name. It starts with an M. His name's Tony. Yeah, that's it.
That's the guy. I don't know that it's Tony, but it's.
No, it is Tony.
Yeah, it is Tony, but I don't know that Tony's
the guy. Yeah. Yeah, it starts with an M. Sam? Yeah, that's it.
Dude, I got a freaking brain injury over here, all right? The fact that I can remember my own name. I knew it had 4 letters in it, so I was in the right, ballpark. Mark, Matt, Tony, all very similar. Might as well be twins.
So are you giving more hints for a giveaway here, or
me or Kev?
Is it me? It's my turn.
Yeah.
Your
turn. I thought you were giving hints for giveaway.
Well, all right. What magazine game was recently released in 2023 that deals with the African front?
Deals with the what?
What is there a language barrier here?
No, I did not hear you.
The African front. The African theater.
African front.
There is the African theater.
The African theater.
Yes. Magazine game. And it's
magazine game on the African
yeah.
theater.
Mm-hmm.
So who guesses it first? You guess it, you win it.
You guess it, you win it. That is correct.
Everyone's like, oh, BGG. Gimpy, what are you doing? You're muted.
Sorry, I was figuring out my question for the next one once Kev does his giveaway. So I got myself set.
So Nordic doesn't know. No retreat. No, that's not it. Magazine game. Chill long short.
You Rommel.
God, we should be paying him.
You might need to give him another hint.
Is that from Edward Rommel?
How many more hints can I give you? It's a magazine game. It's on the African front without naming the fucking game. What do we want here, boys? Come on.
Come on. You don't get a tow truck. You get a
dump truck.
Nope.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking.
Close, very close, but that's not it. That is not a good game.
Not that one. I would never give that away.
I would never give that away. I burnt that. No, I can't. Another one said no retreat. Good grief. Winner, chicken dinner. Fango. Is Fango in the U.S.? Please tell me he's in the U.S.
He is.
No, good. Okay. All right. Brand new, in the bag, on Punchy. Big Boy Gaming at Gmail. Send me an email.
No, he said Desert Victory. Is that it?
Is that what he said?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Neil had that first.
Oh.
By 1 minute.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't see Neil. All right. Well,
neither did I. I missed it.
Yeah. Is that Neil's second win?
Yeah, it is. And then he says he could probably not win two. Well, it's judge's call. What do you say?
I really don't mind, but
So you're saying winner, it stays with Neil?
I'm saying winner, chicken dinner, and Fango, you'll be back next month, and we'll hook you up with something.
Oh, and he even says Neil had it first. So
there we go.
Fair.
All right.
Wow. All right, Gimpy, you're going to give away a half box of half-eaten crayons?
No, I eat all my crayons. This one, I will give you guys these hints. It deals with Operation Cartwheel and War Diary. War Diary is the hint of what the game is. I even add this to it. Lock and Load Publishing. Operation Cartwheel, Lock and Load Publishing, and Operation Cartwheel.
I
know.
Do I need to do something more specific? I'm afraid they might be drawn. Begins with a B.
Begins with a B.
Begins with a B. Hell, if you just look up War Diary, their games from Lock and Load Publishing. I think that was Revolve.
Isn't it with R-A-B?
I don't know how you spell it. Nope, it's not
Canal doesn't
Guadalcanal.
begin with a B.
Guadalcanal doesn't begin with a B.
There it is. JBX just nailed it.
Bill.
Bougainville. From Lock and Load Publishing. You're in there. From War Diary. Go ahead and send me an email that's in all the description of all my videos, and I will get this sent out to you as soon as I can. And that is the last of my bagged games. I've got 2 boxed games left.
Roy says, I'd be happy to win, but I already have several copies. Wonder why that is.
These
Roy. Yeah,
by the way, thank you for the magazine. That just came in recently. I was reading it, actually.
That's actually a good game. I've played that. It's a good game.
Yeah, I liked Bougainville. I thought they did well with that one.
That's
Okay.
And it's Bougainville, by the way. Not Bougainville.
Bougainville. Bougainville. It's like saying, okay, Okay, Gimpy, name it. Don't say anything, Kev.
What that?
What is it?
What are we
Don't
doing?
say anything.
All right.
I feel like this is a trick question. I feel like I'm gonna get a like purple nurple if I get it wrong.
What is it? What is it? How would you say it?
How would I say it?
Yes.
I'm probably gonna butcher this. Bogration.
You're pretty much saying it the way every American says it. Migration.
Okay.
Bagration.
Bogration. Oh, it's a
Bagration.
effed up French word.
Russian.
Russian. Russian. Interesting.
Booger River.
No, J up above that. Don't ask me how to spell, especially how to spell pony.
Bagration.
Potatoes.
Newish
Bacala.
award. There we go. Potatoes migration.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. I got another one.
Cool.
All right. This is a magazine game. And this is a magazine game for anybody who's been paying attention to the channel. Not only my channel, but Gimpy's channel, especially. This is close
Oh,
to.
I already know what it is.
This is close to Nate. It's also something that
You guys
three
should
of us
already be
are pretty
nailing
close
this.
to it. Boom. Second Fallujah. So Fango Wolf, you didn't win the last one, but you get this one.
Quick guess. He was on the money.
Yes, he was. He was like, I know what this is going to be.
Any more clues than that? I mean,
I had to, make it as easy as possible on that one. But I figured,
So
okay,
you
the
would-
people who know you and me are going to know this, and they know all
Yeah.
three of us play 6 days in Fallujah. So
Did you guys both like that game?
6 days in Fallujah?
No, dumbass. The magazine game.
Yeah, second
yeah,
Fallujah. I
I
did.
really liked it.
Right,
Yeah,
cool.
it's good.
Yeah,
I want
was-
to play it again.
I was trying to get it on the sale, but I couldn't see it on sale. So
Oh, you didn't have it?
I think
I
it's good enough. They should do a boxed version of it. Like it's actually, it's a quality game.
It's a quality game. I don't know if it necessarily needs a box treatment.
I just
Although I
because
wouldn't be
magazine
against
game, you think smaller. You
Yeah.
think, not as much game, but there's a lot of game in it. It's definitely it's excellent solitaire game. Very good.
Yes. Yeah.
You didn't get to try it, Kev?
I
The
didn't buy
only
it.
one
I don't get free shit from Compass, so no. But anyway,
I honestly think they sent it to me because I made a comment somewhere, but I didn't make it to them. But I was like, if there was any game Compass should send me, it should be that one. And then they did.
so they did. So you'd shut up, right?
Yeah. So it's not
Make him go away.
I love it. I love it. That's great. That's great.
If you
All
want
right,
to try it, I'll send it over your direction.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll have to try it. I'll mail it back to you. I'll send it back to you.
Speaking of which, I actually found something for you guys.
What's
I was
that?
cleaning out my closet, right? I got a
Ooh.
closet with a whole bunch of stuff tucked in there. And evidently, when I was organizing things, I had a game and some dice that I was going to send to you. Dice to Kevin and a game to Mo. And for some reason, I had set them down and forgot that I put them there.
Oh,
And they've been there this whole time. And I just stumbled across this. And I was like, I thought I sent this to Mo.
it's that game that you said you were gonna send me like a year ago.
Yeah, I found that right on top of it with the dice that I was going to send to Mo. Or
Which
to,
game was it?
to Kevin. The Fudge Knuckle. Tank. Panzer.
Hank Panzer.
Starts with an A.
Probably.
Bougainville.
I've got it tucked to the side. I've been meaning this whole time to tell you guys about it so I could get your addresses and send it on finally, since I've forgotten for so long. But
Well,
yeah,
look at what I did get for myself as a Christmas gift.
underwear? Tell me it was underwear. Oh, they were soldiers. That is a good one.
Have you got it, Gimpy?
No, I've read up on that one. I have not got to play that one. I played one very similar to that one from the
Well,
side.
you had said that it was good. The other one was good, so I figured, okay, it's got to be a similar system. I'm gonna give it a try. It's a lighter war game. It'll be something to play, and I definitely dig that whole battle. So I want to see how it plays out.
Well,
Did you get the bundle? I think they had a bundle going, 2 of them.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
two of them.
Yeah. Dacto is the other one, right?
Dacto's the
Yeah,
other one.
that and Dacto. That was a good price. It was something like $70 or $80 for the 2 of them.
I got
I
one.
will say the Arnhem, the Operation Arnhem, Operation Market Garden one is really good. The map for it, God, I keep talking about it, but it's excellent. And they're doing one right now that I'm brain farting on, but I think it's in Normandy or something like that. It's earlier in the war. He's got a lot in the series. Definitely worth playing if you're into that style. It was the Crayola game. Yeah, it was Crayola.
Well, I tell you what, if you want the Dacto We Were Soldiers game, you send me the dice, I'll send you my copy of and you send me the Fallujah game, I'll send you this because I've got it.
Text me after this is over and remind me
Yeah.
so I can not place them to the side again.
Sure.
Remember I told you way back when about the 6 dice?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those dice, those were the ones. It was Mo's game, and right on top of them were.
Oh
your
gosh,
dice.
I would be super excited to get some of those. That'd be dope. Super dope.
Evidently, I just put them in the closet, getting ready to pack them up, and I forgot that I put them there. And why am I not on camera? Where am I?
I don't know. Disembodied voice.
Take your stupid freaking piano room off.
He's in stealth mode.
Is it my turn to give something away?
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. It is kind of Vietnam Max analysis, except you get these little troops and you put chips underneath them to show the strength. So, kind of similar idea.
It's just what is he doing?
I was fixing it. I swear. Kind of. Now I'm all zoomed out. Come on. Get in there, fat boy. There we go.
Wow. You have a zoom on your camera? That's very cool.
Yeah.
You're in the Grognard protection program.
How do you spell invisible?
Gimpy.
Wow.
It's all that big YouTube money.
Yeah, mine's like, oh man.
What you got left, Kevy Kev?
Oh, okay. So this is a little difficult one to sort of pose a question around, but I will say it's a magazine game, and it's from Ya Magazines, Mark Walker's magazine line.
Is that German magazine?
Yeah. And this is a modern game set in Azerbaijan. So it's, let me just see what it says here. So I don't say it wrong. Yeah, it's a war set in 2020 in near Azerbaijani or in Azerbaijani, and it's a Ya magazine game. And if you can come up with the name of it, then it's yours. And it is punched, but the whole shooting match is in there.
Is Ya still even published?
Does it have?
Yeah,
oh no, it doesn't. I was going to say, does that have cards?
It does have cards. Well, yeah, it does have those.
Is that it?
Kind of supporting cards. Boom. Yeah, meandering. I got it.
Because I was going to say, if you get extra bonus points if you can pronounce it correctly.
Yeah, really. All right. Well, meandering Mike, if you want that, you need send me an email, and I will send it to you.
All right, Nate, your turn.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out a question because this one should be fairly easy to guess on the name of it. I'm trying to figure out a way to ask it.
Oh,
All
next person up, who wants it? He already has a copy.
Well, then why did you say it then?
Okay. This one is by Historic One Games. All right, they put out some good stuff. They put out the series that I really, really like, that Agar Sanguinus, the man-to-man combat with swords and bows and things like that. But they have other games. This is a different series that they have out. And you should all get this very quickly. So it's going to be the first one to type it in. So, who is the most famous white guy killed by Native Americans in history?
Boy. Uh-oh. Famous last words.
No, everyone should know this. Famous white guy killed by an no. There it is. Stigler got it.
That's why I said it's that the historical T-shirts has Custer's picture on the front, and underneath it is in quotes is "uh-oh."
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Famous last quote of
Oh, that is
This
cool.
one is
I've never seen
about-
that before.
yeah. I want to get
Obviously-
that shirt. I love it.
Are we done, Peanut Gallery? Are we done? You guys good?
No, we got to keep going.
Daddy was speaking, okay? This one
Oh,
obviously is about Little Bighorn, Custer, the battle, the whole nine. So, Stigler, this is coming your way. Send me the email. Buy Historic One Games. And definitely, like I said, check those guys out because they have some really good stuff. If you are into the medieval times, swords, shields, maces, knights, that's awesome. I mean, they really put out an excellent series, multiple games in the series, and actually modernized the components because that was one of the things a lot of people hated was back in the day their counters were like paper thin, and it's not like that anymore. They have actual real counters now.
Well, he doesn't want it. So
Oh,
Oh. So who was second? Let's scroll up. After
I was just going to
Stigler was
say,
Brian.
yeah, and Brian also just won my title as well. So
Fox is burning.
big board gaming at Gmail. Send me an email if you're interested. If you're not, let me know because then we have one person after Brian that said yes.
No, JBX already just got one for me too.
There you go. Okay, so I've got a little box game here that shares a name
Tetris,
with a really good movie.
Mario,
No,
Barbie.
and it should have turned into a series, like a certain television show that was a series.
Baywatch.
No,
Thunderbirds.
but you will not find any gladiators in this. But you'll kind of get you'll feel like you are seeing Gladiator when you watch this movie. It's a classic, and Nathan wins. Master and Commander.
Nice.
So
Who made that game?
that
Was
is
it?
White Dog. White Dog did that.
White Dog.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's a different looking box.
Yes. Well, it's also kind of getting a little washed out here, but
Right.
that is Master and Commander.
Oh, pretty cool.
So
White Dog's
Nathan,
on
send me your mailing information, and I will get that over to you.
You should give away was it White Dogs that the Night? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, that's a good one,
See, I just guessed it. I win.
but I'm not giving it away. And this is open but unpunched. So there you go.
All right. So let's get squared away here. So Brian just said, I'd rather take Caucasus Burning
Okay.
and LBH to next. So LBH, so
Okay.
that
So
who came
let's
after
see.
Brian? Brian,
Sure.
give it to Warwick.
Either JBX
I just
or
saw
Robert.
Robert one a couple times already. So Robert Lorimore.
All right. So Robert, you send your mailing information to Gimpy,
Yep.
and he will get that out to you.
Yep.
You got another one, Kev?
I have another game, but I'm going to wait a minute. Let's see if anyone wants a book. So if anyone can name, and you can Google your little heinies away, I guess, what theater is Ghost Soldiers set in? And I'll give you a hint. It's not Europe.
Pacific.
Shut up, idiot. You're not getting the book.
So
It's set in Atu with the worst,
With the
the
worst-
coldest ever. The Arctic.
Rafe. Okay, Rafe, no.
It's set in Manila.
Who said that?
That was Stacking Limit.
Stacking Limit. You want it? Do you want the book? That's it.
There you go.
I've said in Manila. Damn.
Thriller in Manila.
Ether of the mind.
I was going to say, for some reason, I got that dude stuck in my mind from Operation High Jump, the one down to Antarctica, very end of World War II. You guys don't know about that one?
What are you talking about?
No, you got to look him up. It is this whole conspiracy theory about dude who did a couple expeditions down to Antarctica right in the late 40s, early 50s, saying that he was looking for a secret Nazi base, that he found a hole to the center of the earth, and lots of really crazy stuff. Richard, what's his name? Richard Byrd. You guys let me know. Am I right? Admiral Richard Byrd, I think was the dude's name.
You were smoking crack, dude. I have no
No,
idea what you're talking about.
Stigler, back me up here. I think you look like you would, know about some of this stuff. You're muted, Mo.
Because he wears glasses?
Yeah. Yeah, see, I was right. Admiral Richard Byrd. Yeah, the dude, he went nuts. I'm telling you, look it up. It's really interesting story. He did a couple of expeditions down there. Supposedly they found Nazi UFOs and crazy shit down there.
Nazi UFOs.
Nazi UFOs. Yeah, unidentified. Oh God. Yeah. All right.
You never heard of the Glocke? The Nazi bell traveled through time.
Mm-mm.
And you guys call yourselves history buffs. How do you not know this?
I do know that Indiana Jones saved us from Nazi domination of the world by taking the Lost Ark.
Yes. Yeah, and that's true.
That happened. I saw it.
That happened.
No, the dude, he did go nuts afterwards.
And this is the movie I was thinking, Iron Sky.
Yeah.
Nazis on the moon.
Well,
I'm telling you, they had a picture, right? Not a picture, a drawing, schematic of what they were planning on doing, a Nazi UFO.
Schematic. Yeah, gotcha.
They did. It had machine guns on it. They were going to come swooping.
Lasers.
There's this guy Da Vinci. I think he drew a picture of a helicopter, but he didn't design it. I mean, he actually didn't make one and fly it.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember, they had lots of weird technological ideas there at the end of the war,
Sure,
the Rat or whatever it was called, the land battleship, right?
Mhm.
Battleship turret on a tank. So they had a lot of crazy stuff they were working on.
Yeah, that is Adolf Hitler on a T-Rex.
See, that's history. That's not science fiction. That's history right there.
Ice lasers.
Ice lasers.
Well,
Mark Walker's little Tiny Battles Publishing made a game, I think, called Sky. What was it called?
They've got the one with the Nazi UFO.
Iron Sky, with the Nazi UFO things. It was really fun.
That looks like a pretty neat little game. That looks just quirky fun.
It was fun. I gave it away eventually. It was fun.
So, does anybody else have any more giveaways?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
I got the last one. All right. This one will be another one that's easy to figure out the name of. All right. The Nazis had two famous battleships. This is not the one that sank off of the coast of Norway. It's the other one.
The Eisenhower.
Nope.
The Schenectady.
Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it first? And this just actually had a Kickstarter going on it where they did a cool game. Nope. That's one of them. There it is. Nathan got it.
Titanic.
The Bismarck. The Tirpitz is the one that was sank. Now, they sank both, but it was sank off the coast of Norway, I believe it was.
It was sunk. It wasn't sank.
No, I said it was the other one, not the one that was sank off the coast of Norway.
Sunk.
It was
Sunk.
the Bismarck.
Sunk off the coast of Norway.
So who was it? Nathan. Yes, Nathan got it.
There you go. Bismarck Solitaire. Ooh.
Bismarck Solitaire.
That's a box game too.
Yes, big box game actually.
Nice.
This one is really fun. Obviously, solitaire game. I did a video review for it. Well received. A lot of cool stuff going on with it. But the Germans,
They needed to do that to fight Godzilla.
Dude, the Japanese did some crazy stuff. They
Oh,
they
here we
had,
go.
like these waifus running around, named after all the battleships, right? Like the Koenig and the Yamato. You guys never see those Japanese anime?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you know which ones I'm talking about?
Battle of the planets.
Yeah, they're all based off of like the old Japanese battleships and carriers and shit.
Oh yeah. So, yes, this is one right here. I have to see this. I have not had a chance yet, but that is one I have to see because I love Godzilla. So
I heard it's supposed to be good.
Yeah, everybody has been raving about it. Said it's a really good movie, and it's good to see that. I'm really happy to see not only Godzilla being done here in the U.S., but I love seeing the Godzilla again being done with yet another movie in Japan, which I think is fantastic and set in that
Right.
World War II era, post World War II era.
I need. Are we going to stay on for a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a soda. Be right back.
Sure.
Just talk amongst yourselves.
You know, being that we're speaking of Napoleonic movies, you got a Napoleonic game. See if you can read my mind and figure out which one it is.
Joaquin Phoenix.
No.
You know what's sad? I heard that movie sucked and blew.
Yeah, I heard it was not good either. But this is a solitaire game, and whoever wants this Napoleonic solitaire game, just go ahead and put it in the chat, and I will tell you if you get it or not. And it is not a box game. It's a book game, which pretty much gives it away.
Napoleon versus Godzilla.
I like that. Napoleon versus Godzilla Requiem. Nathan, first one up, Waterloo Solitaire. So he gets a copy of Waterloo Solitaire.
I am out. I burned through all my giveaways.
I got a couple more. I'll do this on behalf of Gimpy, but don't send him the email. Okay. So, who would like 2 Air Force books? Happy to ship them to you.
Why would that be on behalf of Gimpy?
Because you don't have anything to give away because you're losing. So I'm trying to chip in and be a nice guy, right? This is me being nice.
I was saying I'm not Air Force. Join the male branch of the military.
Yeah, the male branch. Yeah. So, any interest in books?
So where's my package then, Gimpy, if you're in the mail branch?
Yeah, exactly right.
I'm
gonna wait.
For
I'm gonna wait
year, and they never let you forget it.
10 seconds for the anyone interested in the books about the Air Force. It's the Mighty Eighth and Max Hastings' Dam Busters book. The air war in Europe is told by the men who fought it.
Going once,
Passing. All right.
going
All
twice.
right, nobody wants it.
All right. So that's out. We're out then. So what
Oh,
about?
wait, a little late.
Tim Zales. All right. There you go, my friend. Merry Christmas.
And the official ruling from Nordic is in. He says Tim is the winner.
There you go. You're going to have an adjudication. So you had one more to give, don't you, Mom? Right? I've got one here. You want me to do mine, then do your final one, right?
Damn, Fango Wolf.
Oh, my God.
Damn. Typhoon Fund. Wow. Thank you. Appreciate it, Fango. That is fantastic.
Okay, I've retracted what I said earlier. we're taking them in rotation now. Mo gets one, then Gippy gets one. Then Mo gets one.
Hang on a second. What happened?
I got a feeling Fango Wolf's been drinking this evening.
All right. This is a game about the struggle for the liberation of a country in Africa that used to be named after an individual. If you can guess the name, you can guess the name of the country. So it might start with an R. Then this
Rhode Island.
Oh my God! Not Angola.
Oh, I could say it, but I won't.
Yeah.
Not Angola. Starts with an R.
Yeah.
There we go.
It would be what Ed Holtzman says. It would be Rhodesia.
The White Tribe.
Why they got to be white?
Oh,
Never mind.
if you read the back of the book thing, you know.
Yeah. All right. So good job. So that goes to Ed. Ed, send me an email. Merry Christmas. It's all you.
Bob says, might be fun to check my email for one titled giveaway. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you watch. Someone will take a screen grab of that.
Oh,
Okay,
speaking of good games, I'll definitely mention this while Bob's on. Definitely check out the 8th Air Force and the 20th Air Force. Covered those recently by Fortress Games.
Yes.
Check out the videos on those. I talked about last time.
This is what this book is about.
He just gave that book away. I was like, you might want to give that to Bob.
Between
he
the
probably
two,
already has it.
20th is better. Just my personal opinion, but they're both good. But I like the Pacific aspect of it. So
Rhodesia with them fancy FNs. Yes.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who I will not name, just
Kevin?
he'll know who he is, gave me a t-shirt, a Rhodesia t-shirt, because Rhodesia is one of the areas of the world that I like to read about, the history and all that stuff. And he gave me this great t-shirt. It says on it, Communist Safari 1977 Rhodesia. I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, that is great. Where did you get that from? That is.
I don't know, but I thought it was greatness. Okay, so Gimpy was talking before about World in Flames and how he likes that. There's another game, kind of similar. Let's see if anybody can guess it. And if anybody can guess it, they can win it. This is a boxed game, and it's punched, bagged, not sorted. It's bagged, and it is not Risk. Jay, sorry, I said a war game. It is. It's a big game. It's heavy. It is Second World War. You've helped out with another hint, Stigler. It is a
18
vast coverage of the game. Put it this way.
I know what it is. Is it a Compass Wargames game?
I cannot go any further as far as hints publisher just yet.
All right.
It is not. Yes, it is Second World War. It's not World at War. There is. I will say that it is not. It is not Second World War. It is not the war. And there is an aspect of this game that you're going to have to overlook.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about now.
Ryan Patterson wins himself a copy of Absolute Victory.
My first and one of my favorites.
But I think, if memory serves, Brian already has Absolute Victory. Do you not, Brian, have Absolute Victory already?
If I were you guys and wanted that one, which you should, I'd be typing in the comments right now, Absolute Victory.
So if he does have it, which I think he does, Brian, I need you to answer on that one.
There he is. Next up.
He's got it.
Okay. So quick, who designed it? No Google search and no BGG.
Mario Lopez.
Well, you know what? Lucky little Luxembourg.
Ben Madsen, there you go.
Yep, but Nathan already has won 2.
Oh, is he up for 2?
Let's get a ruling here. Nordic, need to get a ruling here. He's already won 2. Master and Commander Waterloo Solitaire. Could he win a 3rd from me? Look who's a little late to the party. He must have been washing his robe.
Washing his robe, yeah. Getting all the stains.
Nathan says he already has it.
Oh, he already has it. Okay.
So go to Matthew Palmer.
Yes.
Well, what
Who's
about
the next one? Nordic?
I thought Nordic won. Yeah, he had one. He had a couple.
No, didn't he?
Nordic said Absolute Victory after.
If he sends me Mushroom Commander, he can win that one.
There you go. A little haggling. It's like a little, what's that white elephant thing that people do, right? Christmas.
So Well, yeah, I know this is the white elephant. So, okay, so put it this way: which of you guys wants it? All right, Nordic. He said it. He said absolute victory after, or Matthew Palmer, who said Ben Madison. So you guys decide in your little swap meet, and then let us know. So, did anybody else have any more, or are we all through with Santa Grog?
That was it. I'm all gifted out. Bigboardgaming@gmail for those that won stuff.
You know, Compass Games might give away a lot of games over the year, but I think we match them in 1 month because they do like 1 or 2 a month.
Right. Well, we certainly give away more than they give out to reviewers. That's the way.
And these are not freebies from anybody. These are all purchased by me. I will say that absolute
same here.
victory. I will say that absolute victory. I got it so that way I could give that here away because I did get that at the same time I got another game, which was I could not pass up the other game because it was Ukraine 43, second edition.
Oh, nice.
Punched and clipped. So I was like, yes. All right. So Brian is going to make
Have they worked this out yet?
I think Brian is saying give it to Mark Palmer. So you know what? We're going to give it to Mark Palmer. Mark, need you to send me your mailing information so I can get that game out to you. And you will be able to enjoy the game. Wear your sunglasses though with the map.
I like the map.
Thank you very much, Dale. I really appreciate that. And we love having you here and glad you love the show. Very generous. Absolutely.
I think
But
that's
the
just
craziest one tonight has to be.
Can you guys hear me or am I lagging?
No, we can't hear you at all. No, just kidding. We can hear you just fine.
Is you hearing something, Kev?
I know.
Because my camera's like lagging out for some damn reason. But
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
if you guys could still hear me or not.
Unfortunately, yes.
So it's Matt, not Mark. That was my mistake on not catching that either. Thanks, Neil. Appreciate it.
Some people hate on Absolute Victory, but I freaking loved it. I thought it was great. You got a Western front, Eastern front. You got the Pacific. You got so much going on. You got production.
Sure.
You got a beautiful map that everyone loves.
What the hell?
No, the one fault of that game
No.
is the fact that they
The
tell
map.
you to flip over counters to signify that if they've activated that turn or not, and it just does not work because the backs of a lot of the counters are blank, and with them being blank, you're flipping them over, and it's just a plain white square. So if they need to be in combat, then you have to flip them back over. I always found it better just to put a little marker, like a little bead or something on to signify that
And
they.
that's why you have tile spacers.
Yeah.
Stuff like that worked, but it had its own unique combat system that was different than every other game. It wasn't just a combat results table with modifiers. There was actual depth to it.
Yeah.
So,
Did it have special dice for it? Because I know
no,
they're
just D6 or D10. I can't remember. I think it was D10.
You didn't get it. But
Oh, the custom dice thing. Yes, I love custom dice, but
really good custom dice.
no, it did not have custom dice.
No Nazi Antarctic UFOs. Favorite tool, tile spacers. What elegant solution.
Yeah, leaving the game unpunched and playing it on a PC screen, like I spent my entire day.
Yeah, exactly. Now I got to look this up here. Tiny Battle Publishing. Someone was asking about that game, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head. So I'm going to go cheat. And
I thought it was Iron Sky. I thought it was like Iron Sky.
Let's see.
Oh no, it starts with an N. It's like
Neuschwabenland. Neuschwabenland. That's it. Neuschwabenland.
And it's about Nazi UFOs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to look into that.
It really, it's printed on demand, so it'll probably be better quality now. The original, it was one of the very first games they did with that kind of low budget print shop they were using. and so the quality wasn't very good. But it was only like a $20 game, so you got a huge amount of play value out of it. And the maps are kind of flimsy, but excuse me, I think with the new guy, it might be better.
If I'm going to
$22
Walker game, though, I'm probably going to pull out the Long Road because it's just so good.
So it's a fast-playing tactical sci-fi extravaganza.
Yeah, there you go.
Specially
Extravaganza.
trained German troops that are trained to survive and thrive in sub-zero temperatures. Nothing can prepare them for the burrowing, acid-spitting alien worms. Oh, sold. I'm getting it. Add to cart.
Yeah,
It just sounds like it would be fun.
It's so much fun. It's just fun. It's just a goofy ass fun.
20
yeah.
bucks?
What's that?
21 foot by 9 foot map?
No, that's
No.
wrong. That should be inches. It's
80
probably a
colorful
typo.
die-cut counters, 38 points thick, depicting the cold-blooded aliens and the cool under pressure German mountain troops. One chillin' playing map. Easy rules and scenarios so you can start playing Mach Schnell, a spiffy Ziploc bag for alien containment and temperature control. You'll need to supply 6-sided dice in 2 colors. We'd send them ourselves, but it's verboten. So that's one of the other things that's great that Mark does with that shop.
The
It's just
descriptions, yeah.
fun with descriptions,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And there's $10 for a P&P version if you want to print and play yourself. If you like to do some arts and crafts, you can actually get it now and then print it tonight and be playing it tomorrow.
Play it tonight. Make
Yeah.
counters. Go crazy.
This is true.
I've done the making counters thing. I'll pay a little more just to have it shipped. Screw that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But
Yep.
But I think we're going to be wrapping it up here. We wanted to make sure we got spread some war game cheer here, not only through the year, but also here at the end of the year, and get you some Christmas games. Obviously, with the way Christmas is falling this year, the games won't get to you more than likely till after Christmas, because I think the Christmas rush is going to kind of delay things, although it may still push it through. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But you should get your games and books and things like that either right before Christmas or... because actually Christmas Eve they will still be delivering mail because it's a Monday, right?
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah. So you'll be able to, or no, Christmas Day is Monday. So no, you won't. It'll be Saturday. It'll be the last day of
I
mail.
thought Christmas Day was Tuesday.
Isn't
No,
it?
it's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Oops.
So Tuesday is when you may get it on Tuesday or Wednesday, but I know a lot of people are going to be on vacation and stuff like that and be out of school. So you'll be able to enjoy some gaming, hopefully in your time off. I don't start my vacation till after the first of the year. So
Yeah, same here.
You know, Stuka, I was talking about you the other day. I was talking to the designer of the Death Ride series, and we both agreed you're an okay guy. You're tolerable. You're a keeper. But he did that quick interview where he was showing off the Death Ride. I think it was Utah Beach, or if I remember right, it was Utah Beach. Took up just a huge amount of space. At first, I thought it was the whole Normandy landings, but it's just Utah. It'd be amazing to see all the beaches laid out there together.
And just going through some messages here. Thank you, Brian. And there will be a new video here coming up pretty soon. Thanks to Brian Patterson. He sent me a copy of Desert Storm. So I will be checking that one out here pretty soon. That's another one that interested in checking that, and also checking this We Were Soldiers one out over the break when I'm going to sit down and play some more games here over my break. But the next one up is going to be Black Horse, because I've spent so much time on that damn player aid, because I wanted to get it all organized so I can sit down and just concentrate on playing the damn thing, rather than, because I started looking through the rules and I was like, man, I'm going to be flipping through the rules way too much and it's going to frustrate me. So I was like,
Arrigo will be so grateful.
Yeah, hopefully. You may hate me. I don't know.
Okay.
But, we'll have to wait and see. And, stay tuned, because I know that maybe in the next couple of weeks we might find a night. It may not be Friday night, but hopefully we'll be able to sit down and maybe play some Vassal.
Yeah.
And get some Black Horse going. Yeah.
They got Vassal module up for it already?
Yep.
They will have one, yes.
Well, give it time. Let my copy come in so I've had a chance to go over the rules and everything.
Well, all you need to do is use the player.
You can, yeah. Just you can get no, I don't think they are downloadable yet, the rules. When is your copy coming in?
I don't know. He talked to me the other day. So let's see, I think he was shipping it like 2 or 3 days ago. So with it being Christmas time, I don't know. Can't really count anything.
That's right.
That's why
Costco.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the little bit of time that I spent with Death Ride so far, I really like it. It's a good system. You just got to dig into it a little bit. It's a little work, right? The counters are busy. There's a lot going on. It's done mainly by one person, so it's not perfect. But if you spend the time into it, you actually can have a really good game experience with it. But you got to work at it just a little bit.
Yeah. No comment.
Yeah, I think Kevin's a really big fan of the Death Ride series. That's why he says no comment. He doesn't want to ruin your perfect comment.
I don't want to ruin your buzz. You enjoy it. If you enjoy it, that's what it's all about, right? So it's all
I mean, that's the thing. We're not all going to like all the same games, right?
True.
Like the map for Absolute Victory, I like it. It doesn't bother me, but a lot of people hate it. The one thing is, though, I think Kev and I are less inclined to play some of the games that you really like, which are the bigger scope games. Like the global scope. I started with that though. Like when I first started out, I was looking at the World at War series from GMT and Absolute Victory. Those were the two I was deciding to start with because I was stupid and didn't know what the hell I was doing at the time. But the idea of having that huge grand scope of being able to play through the entire war appealed to me. So yeah, I love the monster games. It's just being able to actually find the time and the space and the effort to get one of those out and actually play through a chunk of it. The eyes are bigger in your stomach kind of thing.
But you seem to like the bigger global scale, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
you tend to lean more
strategic.
Yeah, the grand strategic aspect of things is where you seem to have more interest than Kev and I do.
So you guys don't games like World in Flames or Absolute Victory, World at War, they don't appeal to you?
Not really.
I owned them all except for Whiff, and I didn't play World at War. Dicenso and Total Krieg and even Unconditional Surrender. I played that, didn't really enjoy it.
Unconditional Surrender is one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, that's the push me pull you combat system, right? It's fantastic. So it just doesn't interest me. I love the one strategic game I really enjoyed, which everybody hated because it was apparently very ahistorical, was Supreme Commando, because it let you explore the politics and there was a chance that you could change the diplomacy and it let you sort of change the course of World War II a little bit. And I really enjoyed it, but everyone else said it sucked. So
see, I would play games that way though. Like Unconditional Surrender, I played it historically and did not require countries to go with their historical.
Sure. It didn't grab me at all. I just felt like the combat system was tedious and didn't feel, you see this anyway.
The cost wasn't worth the meal.
Exactly. So
I felt the same way about it. I mean, I have it still, and I will sit down and actually play it. Like I'll try at some point to play the full thing just to see if I really feel the same way about it. But I was kind of like, and it's not anything against, Sal or the design or the game. It's it's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm not into that big, huge strategic level games. I really just want to get into the operational, tactical. I want to get drilled down right into it. I want to get down in the nitty gritty and the brawling, which is one thing I will say that
operational strategic though, Unconditional Surrender does it in a way that you can actually play it without it taking forever or get it either being too simplified or too deep. They kind of floated it right down the middle. The naval system sucks, but the combat I thought they did very well with.
Well, that's the reason why I still haven't sold it, because what you just said, it's a bigger scope game that you can play faster. Yeah. So I'm going to lean more towards keeping something like that than something I got to set up and leave set up for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I played the Poland scenario solo, and I played the campaign opposed, and it was okay, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I need to set this up and play it again. And I've yet to meet a strategic game that I've got super excited about. I think.
Mark Herman's joining us.
Well, hey,
Why
Mark,
is
how you
everybody
doing?
coming in at the very tail end of this?
Well, that's what it is.
Like all the big names, Mark just pops in to say hi and bye. Stuka just
Well,
popped in for a couple
well,
minutes.
they knew you were here, Kimpy, so they wanted to make sure that they got to wish you Merry Christmas and, make sure you get taken care of.
Fango says he has your World at War.
Yeah, you do. That's right. Yeah. Hopefully it has all the pieces in it. I know it was unpunched. Oh, you know why I got rid of that game? Because all of the backs of the counters were were blank. And sorting it and setting it up was, to me, just going to be a pain in the backside. And I got frustrated with it and said, you know what? 100-page rule book and this, not interested. So I just moved on. Who's the gaming channel? Who's that guy?
That's my little boy.
That's Bradley.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That is so cute. Oh, that is so cute.
He's 9 years old. He just turned 9.
And
So,
it's 9:42 where he is. He should be asleep.
It's Christmas time. He gets to stay up late and play.
Okay, all right.
Although they got in trouble. They were playing online. They were playing Gorilla Tag online, and his sister got them banned from Gorilla Tag for 2 weeks for toxic behavior.
Oh, toxic behavior. Oh, let's
Toxic.
protect ourselves.
Yeah, she evidently was yelling at them and telling them she was going to report them all. Like she was kind of bullying them. I was a little proud.
I'm going to tell on you.
Yeah.
That's
So she did it one too many times and evidently pissed some people off and got them banned. So I had to try to beg the creators, like, please let my kids play. I promise I'll ground them. I'll punish them.
Now, Mark says he loves strategic games and big operational ones too.
Mhm.
Never would have guessed it.
No, who knew?
Yeah, I think what Stigler had said earlier here is exactly kind of my thought on it too. It's too abstract. For me, and by abstract, I'm not saying it in a negative way. It's just I feel very abstracted from the action. I feel it's too high level for me. There are some people that love that in the whole.
You're more interested in the
political-
kinetic action.
Yes, I want to get down where I want to be in the
Two.
mud, and I want the kinetic action. If it's not kinetic, it's just it's going to be a very hard sell for me personally, and that's just the types of games that attract me. So, tactical games are abstract. I agree. It could get more detailed, and I don't mean detailed as far as like bullet counting and stuff like that. But one of the things that always drives me absolutely crazy with tactical games is killer stacks from outer space. Everybody's got to be stacked in 150, or 100-yard grid, or not grid, but in a hex to max out and get all of their buffs and bonuses. No, I don't want to see all the modifiers because everybody's stacked together. That's completely tactically unsound. I would prefer that there be more coordination and have that built into a tactical game. And that's why I think Last 100 Yards is really interesting because of the way the action is very free flowing and has that stop motion style feel that you don't see what the resolution is till everything's done.
Yeah,
which I think is really
that's
cool.
an interesting system. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
I was trying to fix my camera.
Maneuvering formations over the battlefield. Yeah, that is definitely a big aspect of it too. But I'm really more into where's the hole? Where am I going to punch a hole through? And where am I going to get through to get the objectives? Things like that. But
yeah, my sweet spot's probably operational, and then I enjoy the tactical stuff just because I think there's great narrative in that, and whether or not it's not about it being hyper realistic or 100% realistic, because none of it is. Right?
No,
even strategic games aren't realistic. They're all representations. So
sure. But that's where I think Black Horse is going to be interesting because of the fact that it's kind of saying grand tactical, which is probably, I think, a little more, it's kind of accurate because it's not going to be super tactical, but there are tactical aspects to it. It's going to have more of an operational feel to it, but with the whole snafu system and, the whole pressing your luck with the command track and managing that. And I think that the thing that I like about it, the idea of it is the whole thing of get your screening force out there. You set up your lines, and then you have to get your guys passing through, set them up, and let them sit out for 1 or 2 turns, get back some of their their strength essentially with the command track, and then they can then fill in the gaps as you just keep falling back. If you're doing like a defense in depth, the hard part's going to be for the Soviets because they're just smash and grab, and they're going to be right into the yellow or into the orange and the red very fast compared to the NATO forces, which I think is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You got a fan, Gimpy.
Yeah, Mark, I've played BCS.
Hi,
I think
buddy.
it's a great system. I've got
Daddy
all
loves
that
you.
stuff.
And you're
Looking
grounded.
forward- Looking for. I'm looking forward to playing Valley of Tears. That'll be the next thing.
That one looks interesting.
Mo,
And,
you know your true love, man.
this is getting a little weird. Oh, BattleTech.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
all
can't.
about-
How can you not love big stompy robots that are just like
Exactly.
death machines?
Oh, I'm right there with you. That Kickstarter is going to be coming in soon.
It should be.
The Mercenaries
Hopefully.
one.
Well, we'll have to see if there's any delays with all the stuff in the Red Sea.
No, I want them to go ahead and. No, you didn't get shouted out. You got shouted at. You're still grounded.
That's funny.
All right, so we are going to wrap it up here. We were going to wrap it up before, but then we kind of just got sidetracked a little bit. We are going to wrap it up here. Again, thanks everybody for the support this year. Really do appreciate it. John Longshore, Fanglewolf, and Dale Brady, sorry. Really appreciate your support tonight, and just appreciate all you guys' support every night, every day that you come to our channels and watch our stuff and be part of Whiskey Charlie. And hope you guys have a great Christmas and a happy New Year. You guys got anything for your final?
Okay.
Nope. Just thanks for all the support for the whole year. Definitely appreciate it. Stick around. We got more good stuff coming.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And maybe we'll go play some more 6 Days of Illusion now that they got some new missions out.
Yeah. Let's go get some.
Sounds good. Well, have a good night, everybody, and we will see you in January 2024. Have a great
Merry
holiday,
Christmas.
everybody. Merry Christmas.